Hello, my name is Emmanuel Ben Shimon, and I'm currently an English secondary education student here at Grand Canyon University. The reason for this video is to explain the dispositions that I believe I possess as a future educator, but also to explain the dispositions that I believe that I'm weak at, and that will, of course, need further refinement in order for me to continue to be an effective educator in the future. One of the dispositions that I believe is a strong disposition for me is compassion. I find myself very much empathizing and sympathizing with my students, with whatever events or capacities that they have going on, as well as always trying to involve myself to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can for them to be successful. Another strong disposition I believe that I possess is the disposition of reflection. I know I don't get everything right all the time, nor do I get anything perfect. So I'm always doing a heart check to see what I could do better, or what I did not do well at all, but also to allowing myself to talk with other leaders and counselors that I look up to, for them to, of course, show me what I believe I can do better to teach, what I can do better to, to better serve our future students as well, so that I can make sure that I am being as impactful and as effective as possible. And one other disposition I believe I also possess is the disposition of high expectations. I definitely, due to my compassion, I do a lot of sowing into my future students. And due to that sowing, of course, there is an expectation established for them to perform well. For them to reflect well and for them to do well as well. I'm always encouraging my students to give your best, give your best, give your best, give me all you got in order for you to succeed in the classroom. I believe that having high expectations for your students, high standards for your students, helps them in a maturity and a growing aspect for them to be their best selves. Some of the weak dispositions I believe I possess is the disposition of curiosity. I believe I could, further develop this disposition because in educating, there's a lot of responsibility. And so looking for new ways, new methods, new teaching mechanisms to further refine and to further advance my teaching is something that I need to be a lot more curious with and engaging in that aspect. Another weakness that I possess is fairness. There are some, students that you can kind of have a bias for, and then kind of leave others not as be as biased for others. But to be fair across the board is definitely my goal when considering all students, because all students deserve the same compassion. All the students deserve the same love. All the students deserve the same correction. There should be no respect of persons when it comes to student and teacher relationship. So that's definitely a weakness that I will continue to engage and further refine so that I can make sure that I am a better and effective teacher. And lastly, what do I believe it will take for a teacher to be the best as an educator? Is if possessing all 10 positions, working to possess all 10 dispositions, I believe will be the best way for a teacher to become an effective and impactful teacher. To possess all 10 is to work, to allow yourself to process, allow yourself to engage, but also to allow yourself to be criticized in a positive manner, so that allowing that criticism, allowing that reflection, allowing those standards to be developed and matured in you, so that when you go to educate any student in any capacity, you are ready, you are impactful, you are effective, so that future classrooms will be able to look to you as an educator and say, hey, this educator is one of my favorite educators because they took time to invest in me for me to be my best self. Thank you very much.